As a teenager, I'm sure that you learned a lot of the basics of driving from your parents or others that you rode in the car with. However, prior to getting your driver's license, you more than likely had to take some type of a driver's education course to ensure that you knew the rules of the road. Well, document management is much the same. Most, if not all of you, have taken Document Management 101, where we reviewed the policy, discussed the importance of document management, and talked about the resources, and most importantly, we reviewed the retention schedule and discussed how it indicates what we have to retain and how long we have to retain it. Before you can utilize the retention schedules, you must first determine whether a record is an official or non-official version. This section will provide you the guidance on how to determine that, as well as highlight the types of records you may be personally considered the office of record. Remember, an official record contains evidence of a business activity, decision, or transaction, while a non-official record is a draft, copy, or reference material. It is imperative that we retain the records that are classified as official on the retention schedule. However, it is just as important to not retain the records that are not listed on the retention schedule. Also, most official records are assigned a department as office of record, and they are responsible for managing those records in alignment with the retention schedule. It is also a best practice to store official records in a system or department share drive, folder, or mailbox versus your personal mailbox or personal drive. However, if you personally create any of the following types of records, you would then be responsible for managing them in alignment with the retention schedules. Reports, presentations, documentation related to special projects, or meeting minutes if you are the organizer. Also, in these situations, because you are personally the office of record, it is acceptable to retain these within your mailbox or on your personal drive. Last but not least, emails that you send that meet the same criteria in documenting a business activity, decision, or transaction are also considered official records, and you would manage them in alignment with the retention schedule as well. For example, emails containing background information or discussions regarding policy, products, or sales initiatives, for example, would be official records. In the case of external emails received, the Vega colleague that receives the email is typically responsible for managing it in alignment with the retention schedule. It is a best practice to ensure a complete copy of an official record is retained, and this is no different with email. Make sure the entire email chain is captured so you have the whole story. This video is meant to be a guideline, and since it is impossible to cover every scenario, please don't hesitate to contact your department record coordinator or myself with any questions or concerns. The retention schedules and all of the tips and tools and information that we've discussed in this video today will all be available on the document management site under the legal section.